This is a recording about the research task 2, which is a user profile analysis. So this is task is related to the qualitative data that will be collected by your group and will be collated together with other groups' data in order for you to be able to both answer research questions, but in this case the focus is more on looking at sampling issues. So where this sits in terms of the research process, so I have it listed under data collection, the operationalization of methods, because this is after the data is collected and focusing on what this data means in terms of the theoretical framework, but also in terms of sampling. So the requirements in terms of what I expect, it's 500 words to 1,000 words. Word standard format. This doesn't include figures, tables, references, or appendices. So this is the qualitative phase, which is exploratory. Needs to basically focus on the analysis. This part of the analysis is on what the qualitative data tells us about users of the product, service, brand, whatever the unit, whatever the focal marketing issue is. So these analysis then will lead into more information about the background to the problem, sampling issues, and implications for the survey design. So you need to be able to appraise and aggregate qualitative evidence in order to determine the different types of users. What are the theories or concepts that might explain these similarities or differences between our user profiles? What are the implications for the quantitative sampling? And what are the implications for the survey design? So in terms of the instructions on this one, you need to, because we're aggregating transcripts, you need to be aggregate them, then review them, summarize each respondent into the table that is part of the document. You can manipulate this table to your heart's content, depending on the number of respondents that you have, and also any additional information that you might want to include. So in terms of constructing the user profiles, basically we're looking for people who use the brand, product, or service in a similar way and grouping them together and identifying those characteristics. So within groups, you want similar characteristics, and between groups, you want them to be different on these characteristics. So you might want, third thing you need to do is identify concepts or theories that explain these similarities and differences between your user profile types, because this is important information that feeds into your theoretical framework, but also into the quantitative design. Then you need to determine the implications of usage groups on quantitative data collection sampling. So who is it that we want to measure when it comes to the quantitative data collection? So in the qualitative analysis at this stage, you might decide that we are more interested in people who have certain characteristics, so therefore the sampling design plan would then concentrate on targeting respondents that fit those characteristics. And there might be implications for the survey design. Are there certain demographic information that needs to be included, lifestyle, psychographic, user profile information that needs to be included in the survey design? So this is task 2. There is more information on Wattle as to the specifics, as to what the table includes, for example, but also the marking rubric is included in Wattle as well.